Welcome to the Battle of the Oaks tonight from Bella Vista High School in Fair Oaks, California. Two teams from different leagues that call this town their home are set to battle it out on the hardwood for the Fair Oaks bragging rights. Bella Vista, located here on Madison Avenue near the border with Orangevale. Del Campo, only 4 miles to the west on Dewey Drive. They're a bit closer to Carmichael. The drive is less than 15 minutes. Some of the players know each other, which you might expect with both schools being in Fair Oaks. These are the games that the teams want to win, and really it's the games that the teams live for. They want the bragging rights. They want the extra W on their record. 2 years ago when the teams last played here, it was a packed house and a 3-point BV win. Cheerleaders from both schools doing cartwheels from one end of the court to the other. A raucous house. And that was replicated last year over at Del Campo, where Bella Vista pulled away late, and they won that one 73-59. In fact, Bella Vista has won the last 4 in the series. Well, we expect a lot of energy tonight. The place is filling up. In fact, you can see it on your screen right there. The house is going to be packed. It's going to be loud. It's Bella Vista and Del Campo coming your way next exclusively here on BV Live Sports. Hello, everybody. George Tharlson and Quincy Douglas. Happy Friday. You got to play this game on a Friday.
Oh, I'm so pumped up. I mean, you look at all these fans in here on both sides. It's a packed house. The music's loud. Everybody's practicing on the court right now for varsity. JV just won. I mean, it couldn't get any better.
The freshmen won as well. The freshmen winning 50-43 for Bella Vista. JV winning 50-39.
Yeah.
So if that trend continues, that means Bella Vista's varsity is going to win by a score of 50-30. 35.
Yeah.
35.
I'll take it.
It's 4 points less each game. I'm trying to do some math here on a Friday night as well.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be a lot of fun. I talked to both coaches before the game, and the one thing that they both told me is they believe this should be a league game.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
So we're going to lobby tonight.
Yes.
We are going to lobby the CIF. Let's rework it. Take one team from the Capital Valley Conference, move it over to the Foothill Valley Conference, take Del Campo and put them over here in the Capital Valley Conference, or move Bella Vista, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
But do a trade of some kind.
This should be happening twice a year, absolutely.
This should be happening twice a year. They're both Division II schools, and they should be playing in football every year, too.
Oh, yes.
And they're going to be, but it should be a league game.
Yeah,
so that's where we are with that. For Del Campo, they are led by Vincent Seaford. He is averaging 20 points per game in league play and probably close to that throughout the course of the entire season. He had 21 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist in the game against Bella Vista last year over at Del Campo.
He is such a dynamic player. You know, Bella Vista is going to have a hard time containing him. You know, sometimes you look at those kind of players as you can accept they're getting their points as long as nobody else does. Maybe that'll be the game plan tonight.
Taven Thomas is the other one to watch out for Del Campo. He's averaging about 16 points in league play, also averages 8 rebounds per game. So those are their top 2 players. Seaford is their top 3-point shooter as well. As we mentioned, Thomas is their rebounder. And we'll obviously get to see some of the other guys as they come in. If you remember back to the 2 football games the 2 teams played, you may remember the name Amir Roots.
Yes.
Outstanding wide receiver for the football program. Plays on the basketball team. He's been injured throughout the course of the early part of the season. He suffered an injury in a tournament in Petaluma. But he's been back lately, and so we should be seeing him tonight, the senior wide receiver who had nearly 1,200 receiving yards for Del Campo's football season.
Wow.
Football team last season. 61 receptions, 8 yards, and 154 of those yards came in the first meeting against Bella Vista. So
okay.
So
he's an amazing athlete, is what you're saying.
I would say so. For Bella Vista, Cade Rucker was the star last night, 15 points and 11 rebounds. Outstanding performance. Of course, we had he and Braden Haggerty both joined us on the postgame show yesterday. Braden Haggerty had 6 points following up his 17 earlier in the week. But But the thing about Braden Haggerty was 2 real hustle plays that he made last night.
He brings a spark to this to the Bella Vista bench. I mean, he really does. I would say he's definitely like 6th man. He plays with so much energy. You know, he's aggressive. I love it. I love watching him play.
And he told us last night that in the past he's been one that likes to score a lot. That's kind of been his game. Well, he lived up to that on Tuesday night against Wood Creek. 17 points and then 5 of 8 from three-point range. So 15 of the 17 points were on three-point shots.
Yeah.
So that ought to be a lot of fun and really exciting to watch tonight, especially if maybe he gets hot. Jesse Tomei, the other sophomore, he's averaging 6.1 points per game. He had a big three-pointer last night against Vista Del Lago as well. By the way, both teams played last night. The Broncos, of course, if you were with us, and even if you weren't, they beat Vista Del Lago 64-41. The Cougars, they played 12 Bridges last night. Didn't go quite as well for them. They lose that one 57-40, but 12 Bridges is one of those programs that seems to be good at everything.
Yeah, they're a very good program.
Bella Vista, by the way, is going to see them in football next year, I understand.
Oh, okay. That's
at least according to a preliminary schedule that I saw. So be interesting to see, and I believe that's going to be here. So that'll be a BB Live
great
Sports
home game.
broadcast. Yes. So we've still got about 3.5 to go here in the before we get this one started. They may have put some more time on the clock. I think they did.
Yeah, it seems like we've been talking longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah. So I think they want.
Well, you have.
They probably wanted to make sure that they got everybody in the game.
Yeah.
So for our camera crew, right behind the Del Campo bench, I'd like to see if you could zero in on this. This is a sign that clearly the Del Campo fans have brought in. I guess it's a math equation. And obviously the Broncos want to reverse that sign in the middle, switch it around, but that's clearly a Del Campo fan base right there that is telling us by that sign that DC is greater than BV. I don't know if I had to solve that math equation when I was in school or not. So.
that is always one symbol that has given me trouble over the years.
Yes, indeed. Well, that's. I wonder if those are a bunch of budding math majors that came up with that one. So,
you know what would be so clever?
Yes, let's put our math skills to work and see if we can get on BB Live Sports with our sign. Well, they succeeded there.
They did it. So even if it's not true, they're live.
Well, we're going to find out over the course of the next 90 minutes if it is true or if it's not true.
Exactly.
We will see how that goes. And as you can see as we zoom out, there's the Broncos as they are doing more of their warm-ups. You live for these games. I mean, the league games are the ones where that kind of has a huge bearing on whether you can make the playoffs.
Right.
But the rivalry games, the crosstown games, where you may know some guys in the other uniform, that's really what this is all about.
Yeah, it really is. You know, I always go back to some of the professional sports. We talk a lot here about the the AFC West comes up a lot because of
when
the
Raiders
and the Broncos, exactly. And you always watch how intense those games are, even if both teams are not playing for anything. They're just really intense games, and that's what tonight's going to be. You got two schools right across the street from one another, and they're just ready to see who gets bragging rights.
Well, you may have seen it as they came off the floor. The Broncos were leading the crowd in the cheers. A lot of Del Campo folks across the way standing. The Bella Vista Rowdy Rooters, they're standing as well. We got everything ready to go. Let's head down to Carson Allen.
For your Bella Vista Broncos to take on the Del Campo Cougars. We would like for you all to please rise and honor our nation in the Pledge of Allegiance. And now it is time for the Del Campo Cougars starting five. Number 3, Jaden Lemus. Number 5, Mitchell Gomez.
Michael.
Number 12, Vincent Seaford. Number 22, Zachary Wright. Finally, number 23, Tavin Thompson. Head coach for the Cougars is David Nobis. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Bella Vista Broncos starting five! Standing at 5'9", the junior, number 3, Trevor Iwamasa. At 6'4", the senior, number 33, Cade Rucker. 6'1", the senior, number 22, Jonah Wooden. Standing at 6'3", the senior, number 5, Mitchell Emery. And finally, number 10, standing at 6'4", the senior, Cale Bird. Head coach of the Bella Vista Broncos is Coach Stuart Kessler. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get hyped. And Broncos student section, let's bring the stampede.
All right, let's get this one underway. The Broncos and the Cougars. Taven Thomas will step it into the center circle and jump it up against Cale Bird. The Del Campo crowd, they're chanting. The Bella Vista crowd, they're chanting. Lots of chanting going on.
That's exactly how it should be.
This is going to be nuts tonight. Sit back and enjoy the next 90 minutes with us here on BV Live Sports. The Cougars with the opening possession. A little trouble there off his foot, Jaden Lemus, as the Broncos come up with the first steal. Here's Bird in the corner. He'll launch one from 19, skips across the rim, out of bounds, should stay with the Broncos. Bella Vista cheerleaders are down to our left and the left of your screen as you watch it here. The Del Campo cheerleaders are to our right. Both cheerleading squads are here. Both student rooting sections are here. Here's Rucker. He'll step in, has his shot blocked. And that goes out of bounds. BV last to touch. And Del Campo will take possession once again. Just about 30 seconds into the game here. Broncos putting up some pressure. This is Seaford. He's their leading scorer. Drives all the way in. Down the alley. Tries to dump it underneath. Tries to come up with the ball. It's deflected away. Loose ball. Still being fought for. Cale Bird comes up with it. Here come the Broncos. Emery. He had a great night last night. Down to the baseline. Runner does not go. Rebound. Put back. Up and in. Jonah Wooden.
Well, that was Wooden came in from behind and blocked that shot, which led to the turnover.
Broncos with the first points of the game. Here's Gomez. Gomez on Emery. Lemus, I'm sorry. Taven Thomas had it, loses the ball, still loose on the ground. Iwamasa controls it. Iwamasa going with the red and black shoes tonight. Different game, different shoe combination.
Yeah, it's the third turnover already by Del Campo.
Wooden in the corner. Here's Emery, drives to the baseline. That one does not go. Emery flies in, tries to get a rebound. Del Campo knocks it out of bounds. Broncos to set it up. Bird, now here's Iwamasa. Emery fell down in the lane. They're going to get the whistle. Looks like Lemus will get called for the foul here. The Rowdy Rooters explaining the obvious.
Yeah, yes.
And Del Campo's crowd calling for defense, and Taven Thomas responds. It will stay with Bella Vista. Jonah Wooden to the outside. Iwamasa, it's a man-to-man defense from Del Campo. They find an open Cale Bird. Looks like he had his, well, got a lot of ball there,
yeah.
but it sounds like he got a lot of, or at least some arm.
Exactly.
So Cale Bird's going to get some free throws here. Del Campo fans trying to distract him. Bird, a 62% free throw shooter. Referee's going to have a bit of a conversation right here. Not exactly sure what that was all about.
All right.
Bird with the first 2 free throws of the game.
That's a good sign right there. You're going to get to the line, you're making your shots. That's awesome.
Zachary Wright. Now Lemus. Closed off by Bird. This is Thomas.
Good defense by Ruther.
Broncos with the 3-2 zone right now. There's Seaford. Works off a screen from Thomas. Thomas setting up down in the lane. Broncos closing off the perimeter. Now a turnaround jumper. Zachary Wright. Cade Rucker the rebound. Del Campo, we're 2 minutes and plus in. They have not scored yet.
Yeah, Bella Vista, 3 turnovers for Del Campo so far, and they're just really having a hard time finding the offense.
For 3. Cale Bird, the rebound, just waits for everyone to go by and then puts it up and in. He felt the presence of people jumping in the air, just waited for them to come back down to earth, and then did his thing.
And it was smart. He didn't go up on the same side, the right side. He said he went up on the left side.
Lemus's jumper does not go. Fight for the rebound underneath. Looks like this one's going to go against Bella Vista. Mitchell Emery. And now the Del Campo fans serenading Mitchell Emery. Matthew Sanfilippo is into the game for his first action. He's one of their first people off the bench. Emery deflects.
Well,
you can't do that we can't hear you.
Yeah, the defense, I would say, is so far for Bella Vista. Man.
Gomez in. That's going to swirl around and drop in. First points of the game for Del Campo comes at the 5-minute mark. Broncos by 4. Emery, 360 move, has the shot blocked. Thomas controls. Here's Seaford. Seaford drives in, rejected by Jonah Wooden, but they're going to call the foul.
That's 2 big defensive plays by Wooden so far already.
It's like Braden Haggerty's getting ready to come in. Seaford will go to the line. Effortless on the free throw line there for Vinny Seaford. Couple of free throws for Seaford. The lead now down to 2. Broncos scored the first 6 points of the game. Here's Jonah Wooden. Wooden closed off. Iwamasa on the baseline into traffic. Here's Bird. Bird, he's open, launches a three, got it!
Oh!
Cale Bird!
He's feeling it tonight, first quarter.
He sure is. Bird is a 33% three-point shooter. Means he makes one out of every three. So that means he was due.
Yeah, he was due, yeah.
Here's Thomas. Has the ball go off his foot. They're calling it pretty tight.
Yeah, they are.
I think they got Rucker for that. Third team foul on Bella Vista. Right now, the referee is having a conversation with Cale Bird.
You know, it's funny, you could tell the boys, they know of each other. You saw Cale Bird talking to number 35. He just patted him on the back. Yeah, there's probably some school friendships here.
Oh yeah, some of these people know each other.
Yeah.
35 is Matthew Sanfilippo.
Yeah.
Here's Gomez. Here's Thomas. Thomas immediately double teamed, tried to go up with it, had that one taken away.
Yeah, Brandon Haggerty bringing that energy.
Braden Haggerty showing his defensive skills. Here's Bird from the left side, skips across. Rucker tries for the rebound, going to stay with the Broncos. Substitutions coming in for Del Campo. Amir Roots. Nearly 1,200 receiving yards for the football team on 61 receptions and 8 touchdowns for the Del Campo Cougars.
BB is probably glad this isn't the football game right now.
Here's Braden Haggerty. Jumper does not go. Sanfilippo the rebound. Here comes Seaford. Sanfilippo, he's going to launch one from NBA range off the front lip. Thomas gets his hand in there, tries for the rebound. Rucker controls. Here come the Broncos. Haggerty back the other way. Haggerty closed off in the corner. Iwamasa guarded very closely by Zachary Wright. Iwamasa couldn't get the ball to Cade Rucker, so the Broncos turned that one over. Broncos with a 5-point lead. This is everything we expected it to be.
Absolutely. I'm pleased to see how, I mean, Bella Vista, they're being just as aggressive as they were the other night against Vista Del Lago.
Sanfilippo, a nice turnaround.
Beautiful.
That's his first 2 of the game. Broncos lead is 3. Enjoyed my conversation with Dave Nobis, the head coach at Del Campo, in his 22nd year with the Del Campo Cougars. Cade Rucker, his first 2 points of the game. He was there 19 years straight, took a bit of a break, has been back the last 3 for a total of 22.
Wow.
Here's Seaford driving in. Some contact, offensive rebound, roots the drive. That does not go. Jonah Wooden controls for Bella Vista. Broncos are going to call a timeout. The battle right there on the baseline as Trevor Iwamasa was right up against the baseline, so good call there. Let us check in with the third member of our broadcast team. Carson Allen is with us once again, as his voice has now come back after doing the starting lineups. Carson, what's it like down there?
It's very, very, very busy. There's so many people here. Like, it's a full house. I mean, you can even hear my voice. It's gone a little bit still. But we missed out on your possible hello?
Yeah, you're
okay. We missed out on your possible double cheerleaders, though, sadly. So I don't think that's going to be a possibility. Although there's still plenty of time.
We still have 3.5 quarters left to go.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
You got to do that. All right, Carson, thank you very much. Here's Iwamasa as we come out of the timeout. Bounce pass in and underneath it comes to Cale Bird. He'll turn around. That one rims out. Heartbreak Hotel for Cale Bird. He's getting a lot of good looks tonight. He's already canned a 3-point shot.
Yep.
Seaford.
Well, Jonah Wood is he's making life really hard for Seaford.
Mitchell Emery coming back in. Austin Hoey getting to see his first action tonight. We talked about Austin Hoey. He had a pretty good game as well.
He did. 4
and
points, I believe.
we talked about how he's really come on. Coach Kessler really believes he's coming into his own and is going to be a huge contributor next year.
Yeah, I agree.
Right to inbound the ball, Seaford.
Haggerty on C4. We'll see how that works out.
Here's Roots. Colton Mills, also another football player, you can tell.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Here's the jumper on the way. That one's wide. Colton Mills also was a receiver on the team. Had 6 catches for 112 yards. Sanfilippo controls the rebound for Del Campo. Sanfilippo just inside the free throw line. That one comes off. Another rebound for Cade Rucker.
Yeah.
He had 11 last night. Here's Emery driving all the way in. Collision with Sanfilippo.
And they're gonna give him the basket, I think. Yeah.
So they're going to say that Sanfilippo was not set.
Wow. Well, I'm not going to argue with it, but
It sure looked like he was set, though.
It did.
It looked like he was planted.
Well, oh, actually, okay, they didn't give him the basket. So they just, even though it went in, oh, there it is. They just corrected it.
So the basket and one for Mitchell Emery. The traditional three-point opportunity. Wide open underneath. Taven Thomas has the shot blocked from behind. Austin Hoey was there, and they're going to call the foul. That was a late whistle.
Yeah, that is. I mean, it did look like a foul. But don't you just love, boy, the Broncos are just contesting everything.
They called that one on Cade Rucker. Well, needless to say, the Rowdy Rooters are showing their approval with that miss. For 2 at the line for Taven Thomas. Broncos lead by 8. Rucker underneath, he's double teamed, tries to find Hoey. Hoey couldn't control the ball. It's loose, but then Hoey comes in and pokes it away from Dylan Stock, who's into the game for his first action. Now, although they said 3, so that would be Trevor Iwamasa.
Yeah.
Dylan Stock at the free throw line. Stock 5'11", he's a sophomore. That's his first point of the game. Broncos now have Haggerty. Jesse Tomei is in the game. Mitchell Emery, Cale Bird, and Rucker. Two from Stock. Under a minute to go, first quarter.
Everything we expected it to be up to this point.
There's Rucker at the top, inside to Bird. Bird double team. Bird working on Roots. The turnaround jumper does not go. Bird got
a rebound.
Cale Bird, 9 points in this first quarter.
Yeah.
He had 12 last night. Here's Roots. Roots, nice move down the alley. The runner does not go. Bird trying to control. Can't before it hits the baseline.
Bird is really hustling tonight. Already has a couple of offensive rebounds, able to put his own shot back in. He's got 9 points, I think he said.
And a three-pointer.
Yeah.
Sanfilippo to the outside with the Del Campo themed shoes, blue and yellow. There's a little green there too. Long rebound is controlled, and Seaford goes down, and that's a travel. It looks like he may have just tripped.
It looked like it.
The floor monster got him, Quincy.
Nom, 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 nom. Well, apparently that's become a Bella Vista football favorite.
Yes. I've been waiting all season for that opportunity. Here's Haggerty. Get a whistle. Haggerty was working off the screen. Looks like Dylan Stock is called for the personal. Be the fourth team foul on Del Campo with 7.8 seconds to go. Haggerty. Broncos can play for the last shot. Screen. Haggerty to the baseline. Has his shot rejected out of bounds by Stock, and the time will expire here in the first quarter. 16 points on the board for Bella Vista. They double up the score on Del Campo. We have ourselves a 16-8 lead here at the end of the first quarter. The crowd are getting, what is it? Check the scoreboard, I guess is what they're saying.
I mean, there's number 67. He comes in on the floor. He just shoots the baskets.
Oh, hey, why not?
Crowd
got a
goes
good-looking
wild.
shot.
Yeah, he does. He was doing that in the JV game. Meanwhile, we're looking at some of the numbers. Rebounds, Bella Vista 9-6 over Del Campo. They're winning the turnover battle as well. They've only turned the ball over 3 times, Del Campo 5 times. And free throws, Bella Vista is 100%, 3 for 3, while Del Campo is 4 for 6.
All right, Carson, what's going down on the floor?
Other than what you guys heard earlier of us chanting scoreboard, which then the Del Campo team on the front side where clearly it says Del Campo is better than BV, their boys were like, oh, there's still plenty of quarters left. So I still think that this game is too close to call. I think by the half we might have a little bit more of a definitive answer, but it's still really close to say.
Yeah.
Second quarter set to get underway. Cale Bird leads the way with 9 points for Bella Vista, 3 for Mitchell Emery, 2 each for Wooden and Cade Rucker. We'll check Del Campo's scoring when we get a chance. Here's Cale Bird. Cade Rucker high post. Emery to the baseline, gets free, and it dances out. Gomez the rebound for the Cougars. Here comes DC. Open, Dylan Stock, three-pointer on the way. Cale Bird, another rebound for Bella Vista. Long baseball pass, here's Tomei. Tomei thought about the 18-footer, but it wasn't a 3, so he decided not to take it. I'm teasing. I'm really teasing, trust me.
Cade Rucker there hustling for the ball.
Here's Seaford. Seaford, the jumper from the free throw line. Haggerty comes back the other way. Now Emery. Broncos kind of spread the floor a little bit. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Emery finds the opening, and Taven Thomas with the block. Here's Del Campo. Lemus back into the game. Seaford thought about the three-pointer. Now he works off one double team and into the next. On the baseline, Dylan Stock draws a foul. That's Cade Rucker.
Looks like he's going to get to go to the... no, he's not going to the line.
First team foul, non-shooting foul. We're going to get a timeout called by Del Campo.
A little bit, just under a minute and a half here gone by. No score in the second quarter. Still 16-8. Broncos defense has been relentless, though.
Yes. Well, so far we don't see anybody doing cartwheels down the floor, but we do see this young man that's taking shots with his multicolored basketball.
Yeah. He might be the halftime show if Bella Vista hasn't figured one out.
6:37 to go, second quarter.
Number 23, Trevor Hansen, getting some time early in the game.
Early?
Yeah.
They were calling for him last night.
looking for his first points of the season, if I remember you said that
Correct.
last night.
Dylan Stock at the top of the key. Sanfilippo, a long three-point shot, back iron. Hoey tries for the rebound, and it's deflected from behind by Michael Gomez. And so this will send the ball back over to Bella Vista. Substitutions for Del Campo. Seaford and Sanfilippo come out. Wright is back in.
Well, like we said, Seaford is, their big scorer, and Bella Vista so far tonight has kept him in check, only 2 points.
Jesse Tomei, long three-point shot.
And if you're Del Campo, that is not like the guy you want to see get hot from behind the arc.
And Jesse Tomei says, Tharlson, that's why I take those threes. Here's Thomas, in and underneath it goes. Gomez, hounded underneath. Cale Bird winds up with the ball. And it looks like a foul called on, or are they just going to say possession? They're just saying possession to Bella Vista.
Yeah. I don't think that was considered I mean, he had the rebound, so.
Get a full timeout called by the Bella Vista Broncos here. Ooh. So we'll reset things. Boy,
we got to reset.
Got to catch our breath a little bit here. 19-8 is our score. The Broncos with an 11-point lead. Now, again, like we talked about last night, things are going well now.
Right.
The key, and they did it beautifully yesterday, the key is when they come out of the locker room in the second half, that they're going to have to keep up the energy and keep going. And I don't know how you not have the energy.
I agree.
In this environment.
And you heard what Coach Cussler said last night. He's like, we had confidence going into the second half during that halftime break. I think if this first half continues to play out the way it is right now, they're going to have confidence going back in the halftime.
And look at the crowd.
Oh yeah.
Look at the crowd, and that's across the way from us. It's just as packed over on our side.
Yeah.
Not often that we see this.
I kind of wish we had a camera across the way.
Bella Vista 32% shooting so far, and Del Campo 13%. Cale Bird climbs the Empire State Building to come up with that one, but is called for the offensive foul driving in. So 19-8 is our score. Del Campo trying to get it to single digits with this possession.
Seaford back in.
Friday night hoops here at Bella Vista High School and a rivalry game. Here's Seaford. That shot does not go. Thomas the rebound. His shot doesn't go. Oh. Gomez has it. Rejected by Bird.
Wow.
Here's Haggerty to the outside. We talked about in previous broadcasts that Haggerty will run the point if Iwamosa's not in there, and he's doing so right there. Here's Tomei. Tomei says, I'll take the 18-footer. Gomez the rebound. That's right. Now Sanfilippo at the top, and guarded by Trevor Hansen. Gomez closed off. Back over to Sanfilippo. Gomez the rebound. Big collision underneath there.
Looks like he's going to take the foul there.
That one's going to be on Cale Bird. Second. Non-shooting foul. Third team foul against the Broncos. Liam Holman coming in for his first action. Cale Bird will have a seat on the bench. The Broncos looking to the future here with this lineup.
Yeah. I like what Cussler's doing. He's taking different looks, different lineups.
Good defense by Bella Vista to close everybody off. There's Wright with the jumper. Does not go. Thomas the rebound. Does not go. Thomas the rebound. Does not go. Thomas the rebound. Does not go.
That is 3 rebounds that he got. None of them went. Wow.
And ultimately is bailed out on a foul after the 3 rebounds and the 3 misses.
Yeah.
So the reserves for Bella Vista doing a nice job defensively.
Yes, they are.
It's the 4th team foul on Bella Vista. Taven Thomas 2 free throws. And that is his first free throw of the night that he's made. He's 1 for 3 from the line tonight.
And that is the first points for the Cougars in the second quarter.
Almost halfway through. Rebound on the missed shot. A huge gathering, and it will favor Del Campo. So it's a low-scoring third quarter right now. Bella Vista has a 3-1 advantage.
Yep. And a turnover.
And it goes right to Liam Holman. Haggerty pushing the ball forward. Has Tomei on his left. Haggerty to the baseline. They bring it back out right to Seaford. Seaford behind the back on the dribble, going in on Tomei. Collision with Tomei. Seaford, that's just his third point. They're all at the free throw line.
Yeah, every one of them. He has not been able to make a field goal yet. And, I credit that to, they might be a little bit cold, but this Broncos defense has been absolutely outstanding.
The last we looked, they were at 13% field goal shooting. Seaford makes them both. He's 4 of 4 from the line. Broncos lead is 8. Iwamasa. Heads up play on the part of Iwamasa.
Yeah, he's such a smart player.
Yeah, trapped on the corner, just bounce it off the knee, almost right into the lap of Coach O on the sideline there.
Yeah. Not much from the cheerleaders today.
Del Campo, 10 trips to the free throw line tonight. They're 7 of 10. Broncos 3 of 3. Here's Haggerty. Haggerty into the corner. Three-pointer on the way. That's a little too long. And now Wright's going to try and answer. Roots with the rebound. Taven Thomas has it. Now Seaford. Seaford will look to drive. He'll pull up just inside the free throw line, and that's his first field goal of the game.
Good,
Seaford with
good
6
sequence
points
by,
now.
Good,
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Good sequence by Del Campo,
And now the lead is down to 6. It was 11. Second team foul just called on Del Campo. Haggerty to inbound. It was a good interview last night.
Yeah.
Holman is stripped of the ball. Lemus and Wright. Del Campo coming back into this one.
Yes, they are.
And
Another
the pass
turnover.
intercepted at midcourt, so Bella Vista turning it over. Here's Roots in the corner. They work the perimeter right now. Roots driving in. The shot does not go. Thomas skying in, tries to get the rebound. I think he's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah.
So last year at Del Campo, the Broncos won the game by 14 points. They went up really big in that game. Coach Cussler's memory was they jumped out to like an 18-0 lead.
Yeah.
And then Del Campo roared back. Now here the lead was 11. But Del Campo, all of a sudden, they're on their run right now.
Well,
they're not going down without a fight.
You quickly see, if you look at who's on the court for Bella Vista, the starters have reemerged.
Zachary Wright called for the personal. That's now the 4th team foul on Del Campo, so it'll be free throw shooting the rest of the way here in the second quarter, actually for both teams, as Bella Vista's already at the limit. Here's Iwamasa on Seaford. Wooden. He'll back it out. Another guy that can play the point guard and looks very comfortable doing so. Bird at the top of the key. Iwamasa works off the screen from Bird. Rucker couldn't control it, then tries to get it back, winds up on the ground, and I think he's also going to wind up with a foul here.
I think so.
It's going to be the third on Rucker.
Well, the turnovers have kind of gotten to the Broncos here. They've turned the ball over 5 times here in this second quarter. 8 total for the game. 1 more than the Cougars.
Amir Roots will go to the free throw line. That's his first point of the game. Right now the Broncos still sitting on just 3 points for this quarter. Del Campo, on the other hand, is at 7 with that miss. Broncos need some points.
Yes.
Iwamasa closed off on the double team. Here's Wooden. Iwamasa will run the point as we're under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Emery. Here's Iwamasa. He had an opening. Now he'll take it to the baseline. Through the double team, into the corner. 3-pointer on the way. That dances off, no good. Emery skies in, tries for the rebound. Loose ball on the ground. Hustle, everybody's hustling for it. Emery finally comes up with it for Bella Vista. Toss into traffic. Colton Mills comes up with it. Here comes Del Campo. Seaford all the way in. Triple team does not go. Mills the rebound underneath. Bird got a hand on it. Down on the ground is Emery. We'll get a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes for Bella Vista.
It's like a football game down there.
1st and 10 coming up for the Broncos. Well, we knew it would be fun tonight.
Absolutely.
Del Campo will put up a full court press right now. We don't see a lot of that from them. They like to meet you at half court most of the time, but you do what you got to do. Here's Emery in, scoop to the hoop, does not roll. Roots the rebound. Roots a collision with Iwamasa, the runner is good. Amir Roots with 3. Del Campo's got the 11-point lead now down to 1. Bella Vista in a bit of a cold stretch. Early in the third quarter, about halfway through the third quarter, they have outscored Del Campo 3-1. Broncos have not scored since. High post it goes Bird. Bird closed off. Underneath it goes to Iwamasa. In the corner, Wooden. That one comes off, no good. Iwamasa tips the rebound to Bird. Bird flies in with the rebound, does not go. Lemus gets the rebound. Back the other way right. Seaford at the top. He'll run the point now with 25 seconds to go. Del Campo can play for the last shot, possibly take the lead into the locker room.
BB just not able to connect. I think they've tried to shoot three three-pointers. None of them fell. Actually, no. Desi Tomei hit one.
That's the only points in the quarter for Bella Vista. Here's Lemus at the top of the key. The jumper does not go. Mills on the baseline. His shot doesn't fall. And we have come to the end of the first half. Bella Vista only 3 points in that second quarter. 10 for Del Campo. And we have a 19-18 score with the Broncos clinging to that 1-point lead.
Well, and clinging is absolutely the perfect word. I mean, it was a difficult second quarter for them. Defensively, they still played well, but the offense just was not able to pick up any of the slack there.
So the Broncos still led by the 9 points of Cale Bird, 3 each for Jesse Tomei and Mitchell Emery, 2 for Jonah Wooden, and 2 for Cade Rucker. For Del Campo, 6 points from Vinny Seaford. He's the one leading the way for them. And then it's 3 points for Amir Roots, 2 each for Michael Gomez, Dylan Stock, Zachary Wright, and Matthew Sanfilippo. Taven Thomas has 1.
Yeah.
So there's your point total right now here at the break. The Broncos Well, maybe if this is one of the games where they have that cold stretch, maybe they've gotten through it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so, because coming out of the into the third quarter, they're going to definitely need to put some points on the board.
And sometimes when you have that momentum going into the locker room, the break could be a break in the momentum.
Absolutely.
For the Broncos, they struggled down the stretch. Maybe the break is exactly what they need at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you get a little breather. They had a lot of their reserves in. Their bench players were there. And you saw Coach Cussler gave them their time and then immediately switched over, once things kind of started going towards Del Campo's way, getting that momentum, they switched back over to their starters.
Let's see what's going on in Carson's world right now. Maybe nothing. Oh, there you are. Oh, I don't hear you. Maybe I'm not bringing up the right one. Hold on a second. Let's try it again.
Hello?
There we go.
Yeah, you're probably bringing up 5.
That's operator error.
So what's going on in Carson's world is it's a lot of nothing right now. Currently, I think what needs to go on for this Broncos team to at least keep this lead and keep it going is to work on breaking the full court press. Work to slowly figure out oh, this person swings this way or this person swings the other way, just to find a way. Other than that, we saw Del Campo score very minimal on the floor. Most of it was free throws that they were making. So we're doing good defensively. We just need to find a way to break the press and find the hot hand.
Taking a look at some more of the numbers here at the break, as Bella Vista 25% from the floor, Del Campo now 17%, so they've warmed up just a little bit. Bella Vista earlier on was 32%. Rebounding, Del Campo out rebounding Bella Vista 21-17, 9-5 on the offensive glass. 6 steals for Del Campo to 4 for Bella Vista, 4 blocks for Del Campo, 2 for Bella Vista. And the three-point shooting, Bella Vista is 2 for 6 from three-point range. Del Campo 0 for 7.
Yeah.
So they've had their struggles from downtown, if you will. So
yes.
Thank you to our statistician Aaron Bird for those numbers. And again, the Broncos just completely shut down in that second quarter. They need a little bit. They need to bring the energy of the first quarter back.
Yeah, they offensively they really struggled. I'm hoping third quarter comes around and finds some new life in that shot. It's always tough on a back-to-back. The legs are tired.
But both teams played last night.
So there's no excuses. That's right. Both teams played.
Conditions for the same. In fact, Dave Nobus before the game says they played last night. We played last night.
It's even. Exactly.
and this game, we all agreed, has to be played on a Friday.
Absolutely.
Has to be.
What
played
a
on
what
a
a way to
Friday.
go into the weekend.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens come the second half, as the Broncos will be coming back out on the from the locker room, as will Del Campo. It looks like the cheerleaders might be switching sides here for the second half, since the players are going to switch sides. But so far we haven't seen any cartwheel showdowns.
No,
like we did not 2 years ago.
Maybe they're saving it for the second half.
Either that, or maybe the ones that wanted to do that were seniors that year and they graduated.
Could be. But we're getting plenty of competition between the two Rowdy Rooter sides.
That is true. And we have one half to go before we determine whether the sign that the Del Campo faithful brought is accurate or not.
Well, in the first quarter it was not. In the second quarter,
well,
I think they had something to say.
Yeah, they did have something to say. So one more half of play. Let's look ahead to next week. We've got a couple of games for you next week. Starting on Wednesday night, it'll be our third consecutive Bella Vista boys game, actually, as the Broncos will be taking on Ponderosa to begin the second half of league play. The Broncos and the Bruins of Ponderosa, Wednesday, January 28th will start it at 7:20, and the tip-off, of course, will be at 7:30, unless, of course, the previous action runs long like it did tonight.
Yep.
And then the next night, on Thursday, the 29th, the girls will be in action. They will be welcoming the Raiders of Rio Americano to town, and that'll be one of those AFC West
matchups.
Yeah,
yep.
The Raiders will take on the Broncos. So that will be on the 29th. So a couple of games for you next week. And then, boy, then it's going to be February. How is that happening?
I don't know.
We'll have a couple of weeks in February. Before you know it, we're going to blink our eyes. We're going to be out of the football stadium for the lacrosse season.
Yep.
So
that's going to happen in no time.
It certainly will. So that is our schedule for next week. We're looking forward to both games. And Coach Kussler, he was, when we talked to him before the game last night, he really obviously wanted that win last night. It was a big win for Bella Vista.
Yes.
And then he wants to get this one, obviously. And then, he feels that Bella Vista can play with anyone in the league. And I mean, they've had their struggles this year, but it's those cold stretches that have really kind of been their downfall, actually.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. They lost to Ponderosa earlier in the season, but that's going to be here.
Yeah, that'll be at home.
So we'll see what the home crowd and the home energy. They lost 60-43 at Ponderosa on January 6th. So we'll see what happens next Wednesday night.
And to kind of talk about your point a little bit more, Bella Vista has proven that they can play with anybody in the league for the first half, right? And it's really been that second half that's kind of done them in. In particular, it's been the third quarter. So I think if they can fix that and play like we've talked about before on this broadcast, if they can play for a full 4, absolutely, they can hang with anybody in the league.
Del Campo will next be in action on Monday, so they close out the week with back-to-backs.
Mm-hmm.
They get the weekend, and then they play Monday, the 26th. They will be home against Placer for a Foothill Valley League matchup. That'll be a 7:30 start over at Del Campo High School. Another home game coming up on Wednesday, as they will be hosting Nevada Union. So a couple of big ones also for the Cougars in league play. The Cougars, by the way, come into this game 13-8, and they are 3-3, third place in the Foothill Valley League.
Okay.
And Bella Vista, of course, they got their first Capital Valley Conference win last night as it is. They are at 10-11. I'm sorry, 10-10. Mm-hmm. And they hope to be 11-10 after this one tonight.
Yeah. And there you go. You got all the Rowdy Rooters standing up.
Rowdy Rooters are standing up, and you see them when we get the floor. In fact, there they are.
Oh, yeah.
And we can even listen to them a little bit. That's this one. Second quarter underway as the Del Campo fans are singing, and the Bella Vista fans believe that they will win.
I think this third quarter is pivotal for the Broncos.
Here's Thomas. Lemus is open. He does not take the three. Drives to the baseline, closed off by Bird. Here's Thomas again. Pass deflected away. Tried to get it to Gomez. It's a steal for Cade Rucker. Broncos a chance to set the offense and get the first points here in the third quarter. Bird at the top. Here's Iwamasa. He'll spot up. He'll take a three. Got it!
That is nice.
Trevor Iwamasa starting to find his range from three-point range.
He really is. And it looks like BV's challenging Del Campo to shoot that three.
Here's Gomez all the way in. He is mauled from behind.
Emery knows it too. He tries to help him out, help him up.
You mentioned that we almost had a football game breakout.
It seemed like it.
So that's the first points for Bella Vista in a long time that they just had at the other end of the floor. Gomez looking to answer. He'll Pick another free throw here.
Well, they're doing very well from behind the free throw line.
2-point lead for the Broncos.
10 of 14. Broncos are 3 for 3.
Bird thought about another three.
Iwamasa resetting the offense.
Here's Wooden. 2-3 zone from Del Campo. Iwamasa. Now he'll kick that one out for a long one from Rucker that doesn't go. Thomas the rebound for Del Campo. Here's Lemus. They're giving him a lot of room, and he's not taking the shot.
No. Which tells me he may not be a very confident three-point shooter.
Right. Off the screen from Thomas. Now he's going to take it. And a foul going against Del Campo on the rebound.
Yep. So that rebound won't count.
That's going to be on Michael Gomez. Here's Iwamasa. Into the corner. Rucker thought about the three, steps to his left, takes the three. Cale Bird, the rebound. Off the glass and in.
Nice play. Nice and patient, too.
Bird now at 11. Had 12 last night. Gomez closed off on a triple team. Pass intercepted by Cale Bird. Here's Wooden. Wooden all the way to the baseline. To Iwamasa, loose ball. Iwamasa comes up with it. And then off the arm of Gomez, and then he controls the loose ball. Gomez, Euro step.
Got it.
Gomez has 6. Tight game here. 2-point Bronco lead. Here's Rucker to the baseline on Thomas. That one's too hard. Gomez, Euro step once again, draws the foul.
I think that's on, is that on Rucker again? That'll be
That's on Emery.
Emery, okay.
It's the third on Emery.
So all these free throw attempts getting the Broncos starters in some foul trouble.
See if the Broncos don't have a substitution ready to go here, so Emery's going to stay in the game. My count is 3. That's highly unofficial.
Yeah.
Gomez misses them both. Rucker, a rebound. Got him for 3 fouls also.
Yeah.
Here's Emery. Broncos staying outside on the perimeter right now, taking their time. Shot clock is down to 10. Here's Bird. Emery drives the baseline. Powers the shot, does not go, but Rucker the follow. The rebound and the hoop. Broncos back by 4. Sanfilippo in for his first action of the second half. Now Gomez right in front of the Del Campo bench. Here's Thomas. Thomas on Rucker. Thomas hitting a bit with the arm. Long three-point shot from right. Does not go. Iwamasa winds up with the ball in his hands. Looked like he got tugged on the shoulder.
Yeah, it looks like he did.
And looks like Taven Thomas called for the personal. Substitutions for the Broncos, Tomei and Hoey coming in. Rucker and Emery will go out. Those are the 2 with the 3 fouls.
Yeah, give them a break, save them. So far, I really believe that the Broncos defense is the one that's really keeping them in this game right now.
Here's Iwamasa. There's Tomei on his left. Tomei now rotating through. Iwamasa finds an opening down the lane.
That was beautiful.
And you didn't really expect it. He kind of put that together at the last minute.
Yeah. Well, they gave him the lane. He took it.
Sanfilippo in and out. No good. Rebound on the baseline. That's going to go out of bounds. Zachary Wright was last to touch, and so this will go Bella Vista's way. They lead by 6 and a chance to increase the lead. Broncos have led most of the way tonight. Wooden fouled by Zachary Wright, his numerical counterpart. Little 22 on 22 crime there.
Yep. The math's coming out. That's advanced math, too.
Well, in poker, it's 4 of a kind, right?
Exactly.
Here's Iwamasa. Wooden. Speaking of numbers 22. Wooden, of course, has been a varsity player since his sophomore year. Missed a good portion of that year with an injury. Tomei with a jumper. That one is an air ball.
Yeah, I think his wrist was smacked on the way down. Refs didn't call it.
And so the Del Campo fans are going to let him hear about that.
Absolutely.
Here's Wright driving in. The runner does not go. Wooden the rebound. Wooden is also a very solid rebounder for Bella Vista.
Yes, he is.
Here's Bird. Bird in the corner. Tomei. Back to Bird. Bird, he's going to launch another 3. That one comes up and out. Seaford comes up with the rebound. Seaford on Wooden. Get a whistle here. They're going to get Wooden on this one. They are. Second on Jonah Wooden. Broncos by 6. Third team foul. Possession for Bella Vista down and to our left. As you can see it right in front of the Rowdy Rooters.
Yeah, this game is just so close. Not only is the score close, rebounds are close. They're separated by 1. Turnovers are close, separated by 1. I mean,
Mills comes up with the deflected pass. Here's Sanfilippo. Sanfilippo on Iwamasa. Roots back in. Roots from the free throw line. Fade away. Tries to use the glass. The bank is not open on a Friday night. Here's Sanfilippo. He's closed off. In and underneath it goes. Amir Roots does not get the roll. Loose ball on the ground. Goes out of bounds. Goes to Bella Vista.
wow. So physical.
So Del Campo putting up some pressure, and now they're retreating back. Iwamasa across the midcourt line. Here's Iwamasa.
Resetting. He's so good at that.
Tomei, high post, it comes to Bird. Bird will put it to the floor. Now he'll pop one from the free throw line.
Wow.
Cale Bird with 13 points tonight. Seaford. Loose ball as it's deflected away. Goes to Cale Bird. What do we got?
They're going to get a foul, looks like.
Coach Kussler was hoping they'd go continuation like you do in soccer.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, you don't have that. Dave Nobis is off the bench and all the way up to the free throw line to talk to the referees. I don't think he likes the call either. So he's now gone back to his bench, and he's going to take advantage of this timeout that has been called right here.
Well, BV has come out much better in the third quarter. They've outscored the Cougars 11-4.
Well, this is a lot of fun. Can you imagine if they were to put Del Campo and Bella Vista in the same league again? I guess they were league opponents a while back. And, according to my notes here, Bella Vista has won the last 4 in this series, dating back to 2021. The shortened COVID season was Del Campo's last win.
Okay.
And prior to that, Del Campo was on a bit of a winning streak. In fact, they swept Bella Vista in 3 games.
Oh, wow.
In 2020. They played a lot of tournaments. The two teams played a couple of tournaments that together.
Yeah. I think the only rivalry.
Gomez with the steal and the finish. He's got 6 points in this quarter, 8 overall.
I think the only other rivalry that comes close to this for Bella Vista would be against Casa.
Another steal. Here comes Gomez again. Another quick basket. And the lead is now down to 4. Bella Vista, 2 critical turnovers right there. Del Campo, they turn it over again. They force the turnover. That's some good defense. Roots all the way. He drives in and gets the deuce. 6 quick baskets for Bella Vista. Broncos need to slow it down and play for the last shot. The lead is 2. Trevor Iwamasa is hit from behind, and the foul is called. But you could see Del Campo was feeling it and feeling the momentum there. And they were getting close on defense and forcing turnovers. 3 turnovers.
Back to back to back.
6 points, all within the span of less than 30 seconds. Here's Rucker. Rucker on Mills to the baseline. Closed off on a double team. Finds Bird. Bird, the turnaround jumper at the buzzer. He's done it.
Wow. You know, and that's what Emery did last night at the end of the second half. He hit that buzzer, and that really gave Bella Vista the confidence coming into the third quarter. Let's see if Bird's shot there at the end of third does the same.
Cale Bird now at 15 points for the night. He has had, it looks like, 3 20-point games this year against Toque, Santa Rosa, and then Ponderosa on January 6th. So he is 5 points away from another 20-point double decade, if you will. Broncos led by Cale's 15 points, 5 for Trevor Iwamasa, as our youngster is down on the court shooting, and everybody's cheering. And he's just eating it up.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it, as he should.
We want to see him take a long shot. It looks like he is related to one of the Del Campo players. So anyway, 15 for Bird, 5 for Iwamasa, 4 for Cade Rucker, 3 for Mitchell Emery, and Jesse Tomei, 2 for Jonah Wooden. Leading the way for Del Campo is Michael Gomez. He's got 10, 8 of them coming in that third quarter.
Well, I mean, he had, I think, 4 of those fast break points were his.
Seaford has 6. He's the second leading scorer as Iwamasa loses the handle on the ball and turns it over. 2 each for Amir Roots, Dylan Stock, Zachary Wright, and Matthew Sanfilippo. 1 point for Taven Thomas, who's one of the leading scorers on this team, and Bella Vista's done a nice job shutting him down.
Yeah. The BB has got to get these turnovers under control.
Here's Lemus. Amir Roots. Roots picked up by Bird. Passes deflected away. It's loose. Roots slides in. We got a tie up here. The held ball is going to favor Del Campo. Shot clock will stay at 18 as they don't lose the possession.
Well, you noticed in the third quarter, both sections of the Rowdy Rooters, they did not sit down.
This ball is out of bounds. It's going to stay with Del Campo. Taven Thomas is a 6'4" senior. Lemus to inbound. Roots guarded by Cale Bird. The runner is going to drop. And free throws coming up for Amir Roots.
Carrying that momentum they had at the end of the third into the fourth quarter here. They've been really good from the line. 10 of 16. Now 11 of 17.
And Roots, by the way, I had his point total wrong. Roots is at 8 for the night. Here's Wooden driving the other way. That comes out. Wooden gets the rebound. Ball deflected away. That will stay with Bella Vista. And referee is saying 33 seconds for the shot clock, I think. There they go.
1 point ball game.
Here's Wooden. They'll bring it back out. Rucker, he's open for a three.
Go! Yeah, friendly roll.
It teased him, but he's got it. We just had to wait. Rucker at the other end, as Roots was trying to go up for a shot, he deflects it out of bounds. Broncos with a 4-point lead. Under 7 minutes to go. Anybody's ball game. Roots in the corner. On Bird. To the other side. Now here's Gomez. He finds an opening. He's got 12. Back to a 2-point game. Here's Rucker back the other way. Rucker drives in. Gets the deuce! Back to a 4-point game. Bouncing between a 2 and a 4-point lead right now for Bella Vista. Reuters calling for defense. Here's Seaford. Drives in.
Wow, pretty shot.
That is just an easy looking shot there for Seaford. And we're going to get a timeout called. So 6:15 to go.
What a game.
Hey, I'm going to put this mic back, huh?
2-point game for Bella Vista.
Yeah, it seems like every time the Cougars get within 1 or 2, Bella Vista answers with a bucket. Let's see how long can they keep that up?
So we've got plenty of action left. The Del Campo fans, they're doing the chanting now. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The only thing missing is the cartwheels.
I know.
But I tell you what, I love seeing the two rooting sections square off. Wooden and Iwamasa working the backcourt. Wooden gets it across. About 1 second to spare. Here's Iwamasa. Now Rucker, he's open for a three.
Rucker just
Lemus controls the rebound. Roots. Again, Lemus has taken 1 3-pointer tonight. They're leaving him open, but he's not going to take too many of those. Here's Gomez driving in. The runner comes up and off. Rebound controlled, Jonah Wooden.
And Gomez has been their best player on offense.
Ball deflected away. It's still loose, and finally Lemus comes up with it. 2-point game. Del Campo could tie or take the lead. Lemus on the baseline. Bounce pass comes back out. Seaford has it. He's going to launch a three for the lead. That does not go. Going to have foul underneath. They're going to get Taven Thomas from behind. That'll be his third. Unless I just saw the assistant coach for Del Campo put up 4. Well, we'll see. He's staying in the game.
Yep. 5 exciting minutes left to go. BV by 2.
And a foul at midcourt. Seaford going up against Wooden. I have that being the first on Seaford. Here's Iwamasa. Broncos still with the 2-point lead. Emery, he's open for a three.
Oh, that was clean.
Mitchell Emery with 6 points and a big three-pointer for the Broncos. Here's Roots. Roots on Bird. Collision. Roots on the ground. Loose ball. Gomez picks it up. Closed off on the baseline. Muscles up the shot. Does not go. Gomez the rebound and draws the foul.
Gomez has been very impressive tonight.
That on, tried to read the referee's hand. I thought he held up a 4, but Hoey's not out there right now. If that's on Emery, that's his 4th. They don't have the fouls up on the scoreboard, so it's hard to tell sometimes who they call. So it's a 3-point lead now for Bella Vista. Conversation right now between one of the officials and Cade Rucker. Needless to say, the rooting sections both have their own opinions about what's going on here.
Let's see I wonder if they're calling it technical on Rucker.
As a technical, it looks like that was what happened. A technical is a personal foul, so that would be the 4th on Rucker. And this will be possession to Del Campo as well. Seaford makes 1 of 2, cuts the lead to 2. And Del Campo has possession.
2 to tie it, 3 to go up.
Rucker is still in the game. Emery is still in the game. Four minutes and 19 seconds to go. Zachary Wright works off the screen from Seaford. Here's Stock. Stock down the lane. Scoop to the what a move.
That was pretty.
Stock has 4. Full court press from Bella Vista. They get across. There's Cale Bird cutting in at the end. Cale Bird draws the foul, and he'll be going to the free throw line.
That's exactly what you do. He's been patient all night.
That's on Thomas. That's his 4th. Or maybe that's his 5th. I just heard the buzzer sound. So he comes out right away. And so, yeah, that would be his 5th.
Okay.
Because otherwise they would wait till after the free throw for the substitution to happen.
And he's such a big rebounder for them.
Bella Vista did a really good job defensively on him. That's point number 16 for Cale Bird tonight. Broncos with a 1-point lead. Last 3 minutes and 50 seconds right here at Bella Vista. It's been close pretty much throughout. Iwamasa the rebound, and he's brought down at about the 10-yard line.
This definitely feels like a football game on the hardwood.
4th team foul on Del Campo. Lemus is coming in, and Wright is coming out. Here's Rucker. Iwamasa. A little help from Rucker with the screen in backcourt. Wooden always stepped on the center court line.
Yeah, his foot barely crossed over. I think it was his pinky, actually.
It was very, very close, but yes, there was contact.
Pinky toe.
3.5 to go. Del Campo with possession and a 1-point deficit. Here's Sanfilippo back in. He's closed off. C4 drives in. That one's up in the air. No foul. No harm, no foul. Broncos back the other way. Anytime you can quote Chick Hearn, it's a good thing. Here's Rucker drives down the lane, draws the foul. That one may be on Sanfilippo. No, it's actually on Colton Mills. That'll be his first.
These free throws count if you're Bella Vista.
Cade Rucker. Ooh, that's rare.
Yeah.
Rucker's a 74% free throw shooter. Del Campo fans making a lot of noise trying to distract him. One of two for Cade Rucker. He's got 10. A couple of players in double figures for Bella Vista. Here's Roots. Roots on Bird. Nice move by Jonah Wooden. It looked like Mills slid with the ball.
Yeah.
But they got the timeout called before any kind of a travel. I've seen players get away with that tonight on both sides.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
By the book, that's supposed to be a travel, but they're consistent with the way they're calling it tonight.
Which is all you can ask for when you're, from the referees. They're being consistent.
So there it is right there, 2:49 to go in the ball game. Broncos lead this one by 2. They've led most of the way. They did have a 19-8, 11-point lead in the first quarter. That was their biggest lead of the game.
Yep.
And then things evened up for Del Campo. Bella Vista went through a couple of stretches where they turned the ball over in consecutive possessions, and that helped get Bella Vista, especially that 3-turnover, 3-basket run in the third quarter that kept Del Campo close. So it has been close all the way down here. Broncos trying to hold on. Del Campo with possession here could tie or take the lead. Sanfilippo to the free throw line. Ani Wamasa. Now here's Roots. Roots driving in on Bird. Up with the right hand. Nice shot by Amir Roots. He's got 10. And we are tied. We were tied at 40. And the Broncos, by virtue of a couple of free throws, went up by 2. Now we're tied again. Here's Rucker down to the baseline. His runner does not go. And Cade Rucker will take his 74% free throw average to the line here.
They need these free throws here.
This is the guy you want at the line.
Absolutely.
Rucker 13 points. $15 points and 11 rebounds last night. Don't want to shortchange him. One of two for Cade Rucker. It looks like we're going to get a timeout called or just a substitution. Yeah, Mills is going to come out. Stock is back in. 1 point lead for Bella Vista. Del Campo is looking to take the lead here. I think the first time this half. Stock to the baseline on Rucker. Throws it right to Mitchell Emery. Emery then trying to fight to keep the ball. Finds Iwamasa. Great job by Emery to not lose possession. Timeout for Bella Vista.
Nice play by Emery. Jumps right in front of that pass. Gets the turnover.
Broncos, I think Coach Kessler was kind of sensing something there and thought, yeah, let's get the timeout and hold this possession and talk to the guys a little bit. Let's check in downstairs with Carson Allen. You there, Carson?
It's so loud down there. Maybe he is talking and it's just
Sorry,
getting swallowed
I
up.
couldn't hear you. It's getting really loud down here.
Okay.
So I hear you guys now. It has been a loud back and forth, but it's been competitive. We're going back and forth, and yes, still it's a 1-point lead, but still a lot of time. 2 minutes plus 4 timeouts total is a lot of time that both teams have.
Cade Rucker, 7 points in the fourth quarter. He's got 11 total and 7 rebounds. Again, he's the star of the game tonight. But really,
Him and Bird have
Bird
really been
both,
carrying
yes.
the team. Iwamasa has had a clutch shot.
Rucker back out. Here's Emery back out to Iwamasa. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rucker comes out for the screen. Here's Emery. Emery with the runner. He's got it.
Clutch basket right there.
3-point Bella Vista lead. Mitchell Emery has 8. There's Stock. Bella Vista or Del Campo moving the ball very well. Amir Roots on Bird. Bird's right there. Now picked up on a switch. Move to the baseline, 3-pointer on the way. That one's an air ball. Looked like Gomez got a hand on it, and then down on the ground is Roots. No call here, and a timeout called by Del Campo.
Smart move. Great defense by the Broncos. 1:01 left to go. I mean, if we weren't doing the broadcast, I'd be standing up myself.
There they are. There's a good look at the Rowdy Rooters right there. And now the final minute and 1 second about to elapse before our very eyes. Glad you could be with us here on BV Live Sports.
A lot can happen in a minute. I mean,
Indeed.
we saw 3 turnovers and 6 points scored at less than 30 seconds.
Yep.
At the end of towards that third quarter there.
All right. Del Campo with possession, down 3. San Filippo to inbound the ball. Way out in front. Emery went for the steal. There's a collision, offensive foul.
Oh, that's huge.
What a job by Trevor Iwamasa to take the charge. Gomez called for the foul. San Filippo's going to come out. San Filippo's upset. Colton Mills coming in as well. Emery was 1 for 9 shooting until the fourth quarter. Now he's 2 for 2 here in the fourth, which includes a 3-point shot. Broncos possession, up 3. Huge possession for Bella Vista right now. Wooden will take it across. Here's Iwamasa. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Near steal by Roots. They're going to say that was off of Cale Bird. This one goes back to Del Campo.
How could this end any other way?
Absolutely. The drama is building. Seaford on Wooden. Sanfilippo's back in the game. Gomez loses the ball. Emery's reaching in there. The possession arrow will favor Bella Vista.
Emery is so quick with his hands.
And Emery, I've got him for 3 fouls. He's got to be careful doing stuff like that, but that was huge for Bella Vista. Here's Cade Rucker into backcourt to help out. Rucker, the big guy, pushing the ball across the midcourt line. Lemus comes in and he tries to steal, but it goes out of bounds. Jonah Wooden to inbound right in front of us. And there's going to be a foul on Gomez. That'll be the 5th team foul on Del Campo. 3rd on Gomez to my count.
Yep.
2 big free throws for Mitchell Emery. Sixth point of the quarter. He's a 68% free throw shooter. Sporting the pink and black shoes, the Nikes. Broncos needed that. Two huge free throws with 21 seconds to go and a 5-point lead. Here's Seaford. Seaford will drive to the baseline. He'll force one up. Does not go. Bird the rebound. Comes to Emery. Emery will push the ball into front court. He's fouled by Amir Root.
That's not the guy they wanted to put at the line, I'm sure. He's got a lot of confidence into this 4th quarter.
Just hit 2 of them. And we mentioned 68% free throw shooter coming into the game tonight. And another one, 3 of 3 in this quarter. The crowd chanting, just like football. Who's your daddy? Is that the next one?
That's, yeah. Man, Del Campo's not giving up, though.
They're not at all.
They're right in it.
1 of 2 from Emery. 6-point game. Got to think about a 3. Seaford takes the 3. Bird the rebound. He's going to hold that one. Time will expire. And for the 2nd consecutive night, the Bella Vista Broncos are victorious on their home floor. They win this one by a score of 48-42. And here come the Rowdy Rooters onto the floor, and they're mobbing the Bella Vista bench and celebrating the Battle of the Oaks basketball edition.
What a game. Wow. Down to the wire. You never really felt like Del Campo was out of this one. They were down by 11, but you never, I mean, both teams had good runs, and it almost felt like for Bella Vista, this was a bend, don't break game. They had a lot of times when they really struggled, especially in the 3rd quarter. Held their own, got the win.
Yeah, big win for the Broncos tonight. And you know, it's not a league game, obviously, so it doesn't count in the league standings. It's much more important than that.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly. This is about pride.
This is about pride. This is the Battle of the Oaks. 5th consecutive win for Bella Vista in the series.
Yeah.
Not since 2021 has Del Campo defeated Bella Vista on the basketball floor, and so the Broncos have some. Not only do they have this year's bragging rights, but they've got bragging rights for half a decade.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Next year, the teams will play over at Del Campo High School, and they usually play that in January to kind of take a break from the league schedule. They try to get it on a Friday night. And the idea is to have the environment that we saw here tonight.
I mean, you look at the exit. I mean, just before the game, right after the game ended, you saw, I mean, half the court was full of people.
Yes, and you can see just before they the shot came over to us, you could see that a lot of people still on the floor. And I guess, we pointed out the sign that the Del Campo supporters brought at the beginning of the game,
yes.
and I guess you gotta.
Well,
I think you gotta flip the sign.
You gotta flip the sign.
Yeah, so that needs to point the other way. So, anyway,
they took it down real quick. That's for sure.
Of course, they're also leaving.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
In their minds, Del Campo's probably still better.
Oh,
so,
sure.
So
Absolutely.
anyway, what a quarter for Mitchell Emery in the fourth quarter alone. I've got him for 8 points total in the fourth, 100% field goal shooting, and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Rucker 7 points in that quarter as well. So 11 points overall for Mitchell Emery. Cale Bird led the way for the Broncos with 16 points, and Cade Rucker, he finished with 11, 7 of those in the fourth quarter. Bella Vista shooting 37% from the floor and 38% from three-point range tonight. So some key shots made from beyond the arc for the Broncos. Others scoring tonight, Trevor Iwamasa had 5, Jesse Tomei had 3, and Jonah Wooden had 2. For the Del Campo Cougars, 13 points for Michael Gomez, 3 of those, just 3 in the fourth quarter. Amir Roots, he had 10 tonight. He really came on strong in the second half for Del Campo. 9 points for Vincent Seaford, and then 4 for Dylan Stock. Then it drops down to 2 for Zachary Wright, 2 for Matthew Sanfilippo, and then 1 for Taven Thomas before he fouled out in this game. So quite a game, and now the Broncos, they will head into the second half of league play, and as they enter into Wednesday night's game, which we will have for you here on BV Live Sports, they're going to take the momentum of a 2-game winning streak with them.
It's been a while since they've been able to put together a winning streak, and now they have one. And this seems like the beginning of a new chapter. And I think Coach Kessler would probably agree. This is the kind of momentum you want to go into the second half of league play, and they have it right now.
Well, these are 2 very evenly matched teams.
Absolutely.
All the more reason why they should be in the same league.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but what a great environment tonight.
Yes.
And the Rowdy Rooters, they come out, they play. They come out pretty much for every league game.
Absolutely.
And of course, if you play an early preseason game against Casa, which they will next year, they'll come out for that one as well.
Yeah,
in fact, I think if they played Casa on the day after Thanksgiving, the Rowdy Rooters would come out.
Absolutely.
So, I think they'd fill this place.
Like I said, the only thing that compares rivalry to the Battle of the Oaks, I think, would be Bella Vista and Casa. That is a very exciting game, too.
And it's terrific that those 3 schools have scheduled, and it's really cool that and I don't know if Casa plays Del Campo, but it's really cool for Bella Vista's standpoint that one year they'll play Casa at home and Del Campo on the road. The next year they'll play Del Campo at home and Casa on the road, and they've got that rotation. Bella Vista has it set up perfectly with those 2 rivals. Casa is actually even closer than Del Campo.
Literally right down the street.
right around the corner. Turn a left on Hazel going down Madison, and then you're practically there. So, but still only 4 miles to Del Campo.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah, players know each other, and that it's just a lot of excitement and fun when you get to play your rivals. Let's check in downstairs with Carson.
Alrighty. Hi, George.
Hey, there you are.
There I am.
Just waiting to get on screen there.
There we go.
So just your thoughts on. You were in it. You were feeling the energy from both sides of the floor, from the crowd, and obviously from the players as well. Just your thoughts on this one tonight.
This game was amazing. As you said in the beginning, the mentioning of the first 2 games with both your freshmen and the GV, this is a clean sweep from BV.
Yep.
It was a clean sweep across, but still, every game was close. There were at moments in the freshman game where they were only up by like 4 points. So these teams are very evenly matched, and I do agree with what you both have been saying, and that they should both be together in conference play.
Well, apparently the varsity team didn't get the memo because they only scored 48 points tonight. Well, the freshmen and the JV each scored 50 in their wins. So
we're going to have to let them know about that.
But you know what? The most important thing is the W that goes into the win column. The Broncos improved to 11-10 on the year. Del Campo, they dropped to 13-9 on the year. So, Carson, your thoughts now next week. The Broncos will be taking on Ponderosa. It'll be right here. That's a team that, again, probably a full game against them. It's a lot closer. I know that Coach Kussler thinks he can hang with any team in the league. So we should be in for another barn burner on Wednesday night.
Absolutely, which you can never count out a single team when they come in here. You have to always assume a team is going to be pushing to be the best, which we are. We're pushing into now the second half of conference with wanting to go to playoffs now,
right.
Pushing to be a better team. And now every team knows that. We've now going into second half of league play with a win. Need to step up our game and say, yes, that first half of play is now behind us. We're a fresh new team that needs to look at this next half with a completely different mindset, but still remember our mistakes.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Pushing, being able to push. Kussler's going to push the team. They're going to get better. Other teams know that, especially coming here.
All right. Well, we have Coach Kussler sliding in. Mitchell is on his way too, so we will we'll get Mitchell here in just a second. But Coach, we'll talk to you here. We'll just wait. We'll wait for. Sorry. That's all right. Okay, Coach. Well, hey, 2 nights, 2 wins. Got to be feeling pretty good. I bet you're tired. That was fun tonight. Lots of energy with the crowd tonight. With both teams, it was close. But your guys, they hung on.
That was like a football game on a basketball court. I mean, scrapping, clawing, diving, hustling for rebounds. I mean, whatever it took to win.
Yeah.
The guys got it done.
If you go back and watch,
it wasn't pretty, but we got it done.
If you go back and watch the broadcast copy, you'll hear first down references a couple of times. So.
There was bodies flying, a couple tackles, a couple of sacks. Yeah, it was good out there.
Yes, indeed. It got close. It got dicey. Del Campo came back and tied it a couple of times. They never got the lead, though, in that second half.
No, but they made some nice plays. I mean, kudos to them. They made some big shots. They made some nice drives, and we just kept answering. We answered them, and then we got a couple stops there at the end, and that really made the difference. But kudos to them. Like I said before game, they're physical, they're tough, they're well coached. I mean, that was a great game.
Yeah,
I would love a series of that. 7-game series, I think would be amazing.
Well, we talked about how Bella Vista. George said how Del Campo wasn't able to take the lead. It seems like you've coached this team so far, especially in this game. It's a bend don't break mentality. You saw it multiple times in tonight's game. They just Del Campo would make it close, and then Bella Vista would answer right back with either a turnover or a made bucket. How are you developing that culture?
It happens every day at practice. We try not to get too high or too low, and we got those seniors like Mitchell and Cade and Kale. They've been through the battles. They're varsity returners. Trevor, Jonah, all 5 of those guys have been in those battles, and so they know what it's like. They were at Del Campo last year when we had a close game, and so that combined with they're all in it for each other. No one man is in it for himself. All 12 guys are in it for the team, and so that really helps us.
You talked when we talked before the game last night. You were talking about the importance of the 3 straight home games and getting the win last night, getting the win tonight, heading into Ponderosa. Obviously, the importance of getting the win there. But these first 2 wins, how is that helping you now that we get into the second half of league play?
Well, it's just momentum. Coming off. I think we had lost 5 or 6 in a row. And it's tough to keep spirits high, when you're on a losing streak. But getting that one win, turning it into two, now we can, have a little rest and recovery over the weekend, and then be ready for the second round of league. And we've played everyone now, so we know what they're like. We've got film on them against us, and so I think we'll be more prepared against every team that we face.
And I know that at times, and again, we also talked about this last night as well, there were the need to play a full game, and that has not happened in the past. But now you've got two right here as evidence of how that
exactly
how that leads to success.
Yeah, and making free throws at the end. Mitchell made 3 out of 4. I think Cade made 3 out of 4. And that really helped us, steady the tide. And I'm just so proud of the guys. They worked really hard, and they deserve this.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks. We will talk to you again on Wednesday.
All right.
Thank
and
you.
Now we're going to go ahead and switch out. Mitchell Emery's going to slide in here and talk to us.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. There he is.
Mitchell
Here, why don't we
Yeah,
just
come
slide
on.
in just a little
There we go.
closer there. There we go. Mitchell, big 3-point shot there in the fourth quarter as well. That of course in a game like this, you hit a big shot, and then the whole building erupts too. That had to be really cool.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it without the fans. They were supporting us the whole time.
What is it? What is it like to have that kind of noise going on here?
It's crazy, but sometimes it's you're too focused on the game, you can't even hear it. You're just focused.
But it certainly adds to the energy. Coach mentioned that you made the 3 of the 4 free throws right down there, down at the stretch. But I noticed some other stuff, the stuff that doesn't show up on the scorebook. Being on the floor and reaching in, and maybe somebody just swiped the ball from your teammate, and then you're right there and knocking it back over there. So just doing what it takes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. No, I mean, I agree with George. I watch you play. Your defense, your tenacity, you've got such fast hands, able to create turnovers. Last game I called you Spider-Man. You remind me of Peter Parker.
Uh-huh.
Is that a good comp?
Yeah, definitely. I've been called Cookie Monster. Those are some of my nicknames.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That means if there's a plate of cookies, we might as well just get away.
You reach in the cookie jar. There you go.
So last night, obviously, a big win as well. I asked Coach this. I want to hear from you as well. What does this mean for you guys moving forward?
Yeah, now we get the ball rolling. We have momentum for Pondo. And then if we beat Pondo, I think we go to 4th in league. So that'll be really good.
Yeah, that would be terrific. Yeah, that league win last night was really big. What does it mean to come up big and get that win over this school that shares the same town as you?
It feels really good. And we didn't play our best, but fourth quarter we locked in. It was really nice.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I know there was a couple of stretches in the third quarter in particular where they got really aggressive on defense. And they forced some turnovers and then made the baskets. How do you bounce back from that?
Yeah, just staying locked in, one play at a time. I mean, it's a game of runs, so they get a run and then we just go right back.
Indeed.
Agreed.
Indeed. Well, you've got just a few more games left.
Yeah.
What are the plans beyond high school?
I don't know. Maybe JUCO for basketball, but I'm not sure yet. Still trying to decide.
Well, certainly wish you the best. Do you do a spring sport?
No, just basketball.
Okay, so just
take
it easy.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Finish up and let that senioritis kick in, right?
Absolutely.
Mitchell, congratulations on a big game last night and tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's Mitchell Emery joining us here on the post-game show tonight as the Broncos, and it looks like he's getting a round of applause from his friends as he heads back down onto the floor. So Mitchell Emery, he finished with 11 points, as did Cade Rucker, second leading scorers on the team. Cale Bird led the way with 16 points overall for Bella Vista. Well, it was a fun one tonight.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we can bring the energy as well. I don't know that Ponderosa is going to have, being that they're from Shingle Springs, will that group travel? Well, it'd be kind of cool if they do.
I think most of the schools in the league, they travel well.
They will have some support. But yeah, this was a packed house tonight and just a lot of fun on a Friday night. So the Broncos win this one by a score of 48-42. A reminder, we'll be on with you Wednesday night when Ponderosa comes calling to take on the Bronco boys. That'll be at 7:30 with a 7:20 start here on BV Live Sports. And then we will get our next look at the girls team the following night, Thursday the 29th, as Rio Americano will be the opponent for the Lady Broncos. Same time, one night later, 7:20 is our time for the live stream. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. And thank you for our crew for their work on the ball game tonight. Our statistician, Aaron Bird, our camera operator, James Gilbreth, and our producer tonight is JT Stewart. Now for Carson Allen and for Quincy Douglas, I'm George Tharlson. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Enjoy your weekend.